Everyone has a favorite holiday, whether it be July 4th, Christmas, Halloween, Easter, or even Hanukkah. If I asked you why you love July 4th, you might tell me it's because of patriotism, the color scheme, or your love for summer. If I asked you why you love Christmas, you could tell me about Christmas cookies and how you make them with your grandma, how you love setting up the Christmas tree and all the pretty ornaments, or watching the first snow hit the ground. People love Halloween for many reasons. You have trick-or-treating, costumes, Halloween parties, haunted houses, the fall season including your hoodie weather, pumpkin patches, decorating the house, or simply the spooky season vibes. But what is Halloween truly about? According to the Library of Congress, the Halloween holiday is rooted in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, which is a pagan religious celebration to welcome the harvest at the end of summer. This is also where we got our famous colors of orange and black to symbolize Halloween. Black represented the death of summer, while the orange symbolized the autumn harvest season. Black is also rooted in the hatred for black cats and how they represent the evil spirits of Halloween. The New York Public Library stated that the festival celebrated the changing of the seasons, also known as our black to orange change, from light to dark, which is also rooted in daylight savings, where traditionally a bonfire would be lit, sweets would be prepared, and costumes would be worn in the effort to ward off evil spirits. Nowadays, kids in the United States aren't running around in costumes trying to ward off evil spirits, but instead trying to gain the full-size candy bars. The World History Encyclopedia put an emphasis on an essential element of the human condition, the relationship between the living and the dead, and compared Halloween to holidays such as Mexico's Day of the Dead and China's Tomb Sweeping Day. Therefore, countries around the world today celebrate Halloween in one way or another. While Mexico's Day of the Dead and China's Tomb Sweeping Day are more rooted in the connection between the living and the dead and honoring their dead, our Halloween has ventured into something a little more child-friendly. Some history on Halloween also dates back to where the historic UK created an article on how the Pope Gregory had the date of All Hallows Feast moved to November 1st and was thought to be attempting to assimilate the Celtic festival with a church-related celebration to appease Catholicism, therefore creating the saying of All Hallows Eve, which became known as our Halloween. This is now believed to be the special time of year where the spirit world can make cultural contact with the physical world, which is different from the comparison of the living to the dead. The living to the dead was how many cultures honor their ancestors and close the gap of the unknown, while the spirit world is where many people find the tellings of witchcraft, tarot cards, and spirits being released into the world on All Hallows Eve night. It invokes much more scary stories it invokes many more of the scarier stories you see rather than the contact of the living and the dead, which is more religiously based and culturally based. I never knew the backstory of Halloween and associated it with haunted houses, scary movies, apple cider, pumpkins, colored leaves, and costumes instead of the rich history that is All Hallows Eve. Whatever you enjoy about Halloween or fall, you can now think of the incredible lore that makes Halloween so special and how this incredible backstory has related all over the world, which started out as a Celtic festival in honor of the ending of summer, has now become something that you can use in order to relate to your ancestors, your previous culture, it can now be used as something you can relate to your ancestors, your previous culture, the spirit world, or even just still trick-or-treating in your mind. Therefore, you can enjoy your hocus pocus with a little more focus on what this holiday truly means and all of the interesting lore that has created Halloween for us today.